Hello, it's Island Girl on Keto. Welcome back to my channel. If you want to hear everything about my DSK program and how week 2 went, stay tuned. Let's start with my stats. My current weight is 215.8. I started at 223.8. That is 8 pounds loss in 2 weeks. Super excited. Last week I lost 7. This week I lost 1. Very happy about that. Of course, things are progressing. There was a time where I was stuck at 217, but I think it's because Shark Week was visiting. It's a whole nother subject. But 1 pound is 1 pound. And like my husband says, I didn't get here in 1 week, so I know it's gonna take work to get out of here. So excited about that. Even my 1 little pound, I'm super happy about it. My DSK program, that is the program that I am doing. What is DSK? DSK is the Deeper State Keto. It was a program made up or created by Robert Sikes from the Keto Savage and Matt and Megha from Keto Connect. If you have been in the keto space at all, you probably know who they are. If you don't know who they are, you have been living under a rock. They are great resource to find out, get knowledge about keto. Amazing group of people. They created the Deeper State Keto program. They have trained coaches under the program that help people like me lose weight, lose body fat. I am coaching with Jonathan Shane, the Keto Road. I'll put his information right here, and I will link Robert, the Keto Savage, down below, Matt and Megha from Keto Connect, and Jonathan Shane from the Keto Road. All of the information will be below if you're interested in checking them out, so that you can get all information, anything you need to know about keto. They are a great resource to definitely check out. The Deeper State Keto program is a program that helps you repair your metabolism. As you know, if you've watched my first video, if not, that will be linked below as well. I have yo-yo diet my entire life. I have been overweight my entire life, definitely my entire adult life. I don't know any other way of living. So yo-yo dieting, trying everything and anything out there, every diet that you mentioned, I've probably tried it. Not eating enough. I remember even going to doctors and getting shots and just eating about 600 calories a day. South Beach diet, the Medifast diet, shakes, anything that you can mention, I've probably tried. So my metabolism is completely out of whack. This is what I hope that this program will do for me: repair my metabolism, make me learn to make better choices, have a better relationship with food. You know, I've always, like, I'm an emotional eater, so anything that happened, I would go back to eating. It was my comfort. So that is what I'm doing. Again, if you're interested in learning more about the DSK program, check out the references that I have below. So in my Deeper State Keto DSK program, I get a set of macros by my coach, Jonathan Shane, the Keto Road, that I have to follow every week. In, of course, hopes to repair my metabolism. Last week, I didn't mention this in my first video. Last week, my macros were 140 grams of fat, 70 grams of protein, and 15 total carbs. That's about 1,600 calories per day. My macros this week, week 2, changed, adjusted a little bit. My fat is 140 grams. Protein is 80 grams versus 70. And my carbs were 10 total carbs versus 15. That is about 1620 total calories. Let's talk food. So what did I eat this week? I meal prep every Sunday, so it makes it easy for me. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I work full-time job, so meal prepping for me is ideal. If I don't meal prep, this probably will not work, because if I'm hungry, I might grab the first thing that's available. So I make sure to have the proper foods. I meal prep so that I know exactly what I'm eating during the week, and I don't derail. For breakfast, I normally do either scrambled eggs, and I have it all week, or I would do a quiche, or I would have just something that's ready for my 5 days of work. Saturday and Sunday, then, you know, I would make my decisions early in the morning, make sure I plan out my day, because I input everything in my tracker early on. First I used my Fitness Pal. Now I use my Macros Plus, I believe. Yeah, that was a good program recommended by my coach, so I'm trying that out. I input everything that I'm gonna eat during the week so that I know that I'm hitting my macros as best as possible. And so breakfast normally is the same thing for the first 5 days. I'm okay. I'm an easy person. I don't get bored of food. I'm okay with leftovers, so that's not a problem for me. I'll input some meals here so that you can see what I've had for breakfast, and of course my different dinners, because I try to change that up. So I know this week I had some salmon, I had steak, and I had some chicken, either chicken wings or chicken thighs, something like that, just to keep at least my dinners different. And another thing that I've been eating, going back to the food part of it, is a keto brick, also created by Robert and Crystal Sikes from the Keto Savage. Check them out, they're amazing. Keto brick is amazing. That's kind of like my treat in the evening, but it's also like a fat bomb, because it is high fat, moderate protein, and very low carb. What I do is I divide mine into I melt it down, or I might cut it down into chunks where I can fit them into my macros. If I'm missing some fat or protein, that will definitely do the trick. Okay, so let's talk about how I have been feeling since starting the program. Every morning I try to weigh in, because I do have a chart that I have to report back to my coach so that he can see my progress, what's working, what's not working, if there's something he needs to adjust, or if everything is looking great. So I check my ketone levels every day, my glucose levels every day. I use the little pricker. I don't use ketone strips, because they work for a while and then they're inefficient, because as your body starts to use ketones more efficiently, you don't see the registry if you use a P-state, for example. So the best way to do it is to use the blood test. So that's what I do every morning. I use the Keto Mojo meter to check that out. Then I report that back to him. But how I'm feeling on this, I mean, I've done it before. Like I told you guys on my first video, I did keto before, and it was absolutely amazing for me. So I knew what was coming. I knew that it would give me everything that I'm feeling. I mean, I'm more energized. I have more energy than ever before. Before I was snoozing 3 times before I got out of bed. Now I wake up before the alarm, because I rest better. I have more sleep, or I sleep deeper, or I get more rest. I might sleep less hours, but it is so deep because of my body healing that I feel so rested, and I wake up with a ton of energy. I snap right out of bed. I don't have to press snooze so many times. Cravings, I haven't had any really. I have the food that I eat. I'm eating more calories than I did before. So I mean, my body's happy. I'm happy. I feel good. I don't have any cravings as of right now. I've also noticed that as my ketone levels have increased, because they have increased, they were of course under 0.5, which is 0.5 to about 3.0 is where you're in ketosis. I noticed that as my numbers keep increasing, I've had an injury shoulder that is getting better. I can also maybe associate that to the collagen that I put in my coffee in the morning, because I understand that that is good for joints and muscles and tendons and all those things. So, you know, probably those 2 things. Jonathan did tell me that as my ketones increase, that it might help my shoulder, and I have definitely noticed a difference. What am I doing? My coach asked, one of his first questions was, what do you do? I said, well, I sit all day, I work in an office, so this is what I do. And he's like, okay, so what do you think if we, or how easy would it be for you to take a break every 3 hours and take a 5-minute walk? And to me, I mean, if I'm a busy person, so I'm just go, unless I specifically set a time for it, set an alarm, something, I probably won't get up, because I'm just so focused at work that I want to get it done, get my work done and go with the day. So that's what he told me to do. Set an alarm. That way you can remember to get up, walk, get away, and just take your mind out of everything that you're doing, which I believe is really good for my weight loss journey, but also for mental health. Like, I feel since I started doing that, when I get back to my desk to do work, I'm okay, I'm better. Like, it gives me some kind of break from what I'm doing. It clears my space, even as little as 5 minutes. It just gets me out of that current space that I am in and into a different mood, and then I can come back and be more productive. So that's what I've been doing since a few days before we officially started. I started practicing. I am lucky enough to have a boss, or his wife, that has a Pilates studio. Pilates studio right next to my office, and in that studio she has a treadmill, she has weights, free weights, she has medicine balls, anything that you need exercise, it's there. So it's at my disposal whenever I want. So every morning, afternoon, and late afternoon, I can go ahead and take my 5-minute walk in the morning. After 3 hours, my lunch, I walk 15 minutes, and then in the afternoon, before the ending of the day, I also walk another 5 minutes every single day. I do also go to a gym. I have a membership at a gym here local to me, and they have HIIT classes, high interval, high intensity interval trainings. Yeah, HIIT. And so I take those classes, which are really fun. I've been doing it for a long time. And like I said, that's one of the things that helped when I first started. So I still do that. I love it. So normally I do it for an hour, sometimes 30 minutes, depends on what I have going on in the afternoon with my family. This weekend I worked out, so I'll insert some pictures here of my workout during the week and what I did this weekend. And so I took some progress pictures of day 0, and after 14 days, I'm going to insert those here so that you can see the difference. Sometimes you don't see it on the scale, but definitely my pictures are showing that there is some progress going on. So here are those. So finally, my new macros. My new macros are already assigned to me for this week by the Keto Road or Jonathan Shane. My new macros for this week are going to be 140 grams of fat, 90 grams of protein, and 10 total carbs. That's about 1705, I believe, in total calories. Mind-blowing, because I'm going up. I thought I was going to go down as this happens, but I guess my coach decided that we should increase our calories so that we can slowly bring them back down and shock my body all the time. The idea is not to keep your body guessing, so that it can keep reacting to that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to meal plan tomorrow, Sunday, using those macros so that I can try to hit them as best as I can. What I do is like I said, I put all my information in my tracker before I even eat it so that I know what I'm gonna have or that I'm hitting my numbers correctly. If you're interested in seeing what's gonna happen in week 3, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, click the notification bell so that you can know every time I post a video, you can be notified and you can follow me in my progress, in my journey. Maybe I can motivate you to do the same, or if you're already doing it, this is a kickstart to keep going or go stronger. Or if you're falling off the cracks, we've all done it. This is a way to maybe get back on track and do it with me. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and See you next time. Bye.